we introduced that bill as a standalone bill, in addition to its inclusion in the Prevention First Act. And the sponsor of that bill has agreed to sponsor it again this session. And he, another champion of ours, is with us today, Representative Stephen Slesnik.
Good afternoon. You know, when Representative Antonio mentioned that there are 7 bills in the Health Committee that deal with women's choice on protecting her body for all intents and purposes, the first thing that comes to my mind is that's following an agenda-based group of policy or bad public policy initiated bills that this General Assembly is trying to implement. I mean, 7 bills. What are they trying to do? Is it saying that if one bill doesn't go through, then we'll compromise that another bill is going to go through? You know, it seems to me that there's only one initiative, and that's right. Jobs is a policy initiative, but there's one initiative that deals with a woman's ability to choose or not choose what to do with their body. And it should be one bill, not 7, because 7 sounds, it does sound ridiculous, but it's basically saying that we're going to compromise. We're going to compromise on what women can do with their bodies. And that's not our job. I soon will reintroduce the Act for Children's Future. This legislation to amend the current Ohio school curriculum to include a comprehensive sex education. This bill will provide students with the knowledge and skills necessary to protect their sexual and reproductive health, defend against unintended pregnancy and sexual transmitted diseases, and encourage Ohio's youth to develop responsible decision-making skills. Thousands of teenagers across Ohio will become pregnant this year. I find it extremely concerning that many of these students receive abstinence-only education, when the facts show that these programs simply do not work. One day, this education will inevitably become necessary. Our children's health and futures are too important to put at risk. We need to be realistic and start addressing the educational needs for today's students and young women. Now, I find it very important, I find it very interesting that this all of a sudden has become an abortion issue, when in fact it's an education issue. There are 99 representatives and 33 senators, all of whom are elected by their constituents. I represent a school district, or there's a high school in my district that right around 22% of the females were pregnant in 1 year, which some of you may have heard of. It made national news. And in implementing my capacity as being their representative in the Ohio House of Representatives, it is my job to champion the needs of my constituents.
They have launched an all-out war on women and workers. And let me tell you something. We didn't start it, but we're going to finish it. Because you don't mess with strong, pro-choice men and women. Because we know our worth. We know that we deserve to be trusted and respected. And we won't let anyone put us in a corner or in our place or barefoot and pregnant or back to the 50s. Not Governor Kasich, not Lynn Watchman, not any of them. Now I'm going to tell you why I'm pro-choice. My grandmother had an abortion during the Depression when it was illegal. And I will never know the hell that she went through, the risk that she took to her life to make that God-given decision that she knew she needed to make. And I will never, cease to fight for other women to not have to go through that. I will never give up to those people over there, and I know you won't either. Because we know that God intended for women to make these decisions. He gave us free will. He made us the gatekeepers of life for a reason. And that is sacred, and I won't let anyone take it away. Politicians should not be making personal, private decisions. Women are the backbone of the state of Ohio and of this country. I trust women to run our businesses. I trust women to serve in our military, to care for our elderly, to bring us the news. And I trust women like Capri, Cafaro and Nickie to run our government. And someday soon, a woman to run this country. And I trust women, if they can do all of that, to decide when and if to become a parent, to make those decisions about whether or not to have sex, what to do about birth control, abortion, choices surrounding birth, child care, and raising children. I trust women with all of that and with my life. Men too. Men too.